Okay, well, as you probably know, Ladykillers was originally a wonderful film, an old Ealing comedy. So when the stage adaptation was made three years ago, an obvious problem was how do you get all of the variety of the film actually on a stage. It's meant to indicate two rooms are involved. The old lady's room here, and then the room that she lets out to the gang of crooks,
Yeah.
who are posing as musicians. We've obviously got limited space in the town hall, so that adds to the problems, but basically we've got two areas here. They can spill over into each other depending on how crowded they get. This is going back here into an apparent kitchen area. I think it works quite well because I don't like totally naturalistic drama anyway.
Right.
You know, I don't think that's an essential thing. The essential thing is the words and the acting in a good play. So we've managed to do it in a way that does create this sense of two rooms. We're stuck for exits and entrances in the town hall, so a lot of the entrances and exits have to be through the audience or out at the back, and that's another consideration. Another consideration, of course, is that the play talks about some of the gang climbing out of the window with the money onto a railway line, where two of them come to a very sticky end, falling onto the line. So we had that to deal with by trying to say, okay, we can simulate an inside and an outside of that window by hinging that flat around, and then at some point some poor character has to climb out of here with a suitcase of money, which doesn't quite work, and then fall to his death down the imaginary railway line there. A lot of sound effects will help this. Very good sound effects. The whole household is meant to vibrate with trains going by. I'm not sure if we can arrange that, but we might be able to sort of have a bit of juddering around somehow. Yeah.
And when did you start the whole thing? Did you start with a drawing or something in your mind, or watch the film again? And
it just started out as a drawing, really. You know, you sort of have rough sketches, and the interesting thing was, you know, Pete, as I say, had done his sort of layout, like that, and then I rolled up with, you know, just some very rough sketches, and it turned out to be, you know, we were working, singing from the same hymn sheet, as they say, you know, so and a lot of that's dictated by the space we've got, and the actually building the scenery is a constant process of adapting and, you know, to some extent rebuilding bits and pieces that we've got already. So this, for instance, was the window in the last production, which is going to get altered, redecorated, recycled, and so on and so forth. Yeah.
Is this the most challenging one you've done so far?
In practical terms, probably it is. Yes. Blithe Spirit was a good one because that had all sorts of things that had to drop and bump and crash around with the poltergeists and the spirits and that sort of thing, but it's basically quite good fun doing it. It's I don't regard it as difficulty, you know, it's just getting things to work within the space we've got.
You've got a team of people as well with Dave.
Yeah, Dave Moore is the long-standing and essential help on this, and also we've got help from Andy Watts this time, who's done quite a bit of work making props and so on for TV, as well as his own furniture business. He's got a background in architecture and design, which is great, you know, so he's very keen to get involved in making the set as well. So another big thing, of course, is that there is no stage in the town hall, so we have to actually create the the sense of a theatre from scratch every time. All of this business here is the stage blocks that we borrow from Fairland School. So the first few hours of building this are literally building it from the ground up with the staging blocks. But we're quite used to it now, so it's a fairly well organised process, I think, and all aiming for a dress rehearsal on the Sunday night, and the finishing touches before we get the first night on Wednesday.
Everything is going to be all right.